Buddy. Any questions? We should have a little Q&A. Oh, you're not interested in me.
Oh, yeah.
There have been some recent trials about the old violins versus the new ones. What's your impression?
Well, I have a really old one.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I like older violins. I mean, this violin has, lasted 350 years plus. So I figure if I take care of it, another 350 years. And in fact, no, you know what? Recently, this is very interesting. I'm so glad I get to share it with you. You guys are like my best friends now. I was just playing in Israel recently, and we had like a Q&A. I played a Bach Chopin, and they had some Q&A. And they were asking me about my violin, and I said, well, I know that when I first got this violin, it hadn't been played on for a very long time. It belonged to a family in Norway for many generations or decades. I was thinking maybe, like 50 years or something like that. Well, I found out there was a man in the audience whose father played on a same maker violin, Francesco Ruggeri, and they were talking because Francesco Ruggeri did not make too many violins. Very few he made, and even fewer survived. And he was talking about, I wonder where that violin went to, because there was another Francesco Ruggeri that had belonged to a Norwegian family, and the man who bought it, he loved it so much he wanted to be buried with it. So listen to this. This was underground for 300 years.
Ooh.
So when I got it, because when I got it appraised, and the appraiser was like, oh my God, this is like a new violin. And I said, well, I don't know, I guess it didn't, nobody really played it. And yeah, well, 350 years. For 300 years it's been underground. So, interesting.
Come back.
I like to play Rachmaninoff for police.
Oh, yes.